Alright, so picture this: I confidently lock in my mid lane hero, feeling like I'm about to absolutely dominate. The game starts, and I'm ready to show them what I've got. I aggressively push the first few waves, constantly harass the enemy laner. You know, the usual mid lane stuff you see in every game. But then, disaster strikes. The enemy jungler starts applying immense pressure. I'm getting ganked repeatedly, relentlessly targeted, and my own jungler seems to be off in some other dimension, casually AFK farming in a remote corner of the map. I quickly realize I need to take action. I can't just passively sit under my tower and wait for the inevitable, repeated deaths. So, I carefully consider my options, and then I think to myself, I'll bravely go ward their jungle, providing us with crucial vision, and maybe even cleverly catch their jungler out of position, securing an advantage. It sounds like a solid plan, right? Strategically sound and well-intentioned? Wrong, so very wrong. So, I cautiously start heading towards their jungle, stealthily, sneaking through the dense trees, trying to avoid detection. I strategically place a ward near their buff camp, hoping to spot the elusive jungler and track their movements. But as I'm meticulously placing the ward, a chilling realization washes over me: I've gone way too far, venturing much deeper than I intended. I'm now hopelessly lost, deep in enemy territory, and I have absolutely no idea how to find my way back. Every path looks eerily similar, a confusing maze of identical routes, and the menacing trees seem to be silently mocking my terrible sense of direction. I frantically try to retrace my steps, desperately searching for familiar landmarks, but it's utterly useless. I'm completely and utterly lost, stranded in the heart of the enemy jungle. Panic starts to set in, a cold wave of dread washing over me. I'm running around in increasingly frantic circles, desperately trying to find my way back to the relative safety of my lane. I'm constantly being attacked by jungle creeps, those pesky neutral monsters, and the enemy team is definitely starting to notice my prolonged absence. They begin actively hunting me down, and I've become an easy, vulnerable target, a free kill just waiting to be claimed. I desperately try to call for help from my team, frantically pinging the map and typing in chat, but they are far too engrossed in their farming to even notice my desperate pleas for assistance. I'm utterly alone, hopelessly lost in the dark and dangerous depths of the jungle, with no hope of rescue. Eventually, inevitably, they find me. It's a coordinated 5-man gank, a complete and utter ambush, and there's absolutely nothing I can possibly do to survive. I get completely annihilated, swiftly and mercilessly eliminated, and they proceed to effortlessly take my tower. My team, predictably, starts flaming me, viciously blaming me for feeding the enemy team and throwing the entire game. But what can I possibly say in my defense? I went mid, got hopelessly lost in the jungle, and never came back. It's a tale as old as time itself. A cautionary story for all aspiring mid-laners who dare to venture into the unknown. So, the next time you're thinking about venturing into the tempting but treacherous jungle, please remember my tragic story. Think long and hard before you act, ward strategically and smartly. And for the love of all that is holy, learn from my mistakes and don't get lost like I did.